Hey guys, it's George, and today I'm going to go over the mortgage calculator spreadsheet. And if you're interested in the software, in the description area below the video, there'll be a link directly to the software. So this software has different worksheets, and in this particular worksheet, you can compare up to 3 mortgage scenarios side by side. Now I've already entered some sample mortgage information. Below that, you can enter your housing related payments. And this is where you can calculate PITI, which is principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And below that is where you can calculate your debt to income ratios. And below that, you can calculate your loan to value ratio. So for example, this particular ratio on option 1 right here is 33.4%. If I change my income from $14,000 to $8,000, you can see that that ratio now jumps all the way up to 58.46%. So you can change all of these numbers here to see the impact on the ratios and also the years to pay off, total interest, and monthly payment. Let's take a look at this next worksheet here. I already have some mortgage information filled in. I'm comparing 30 versus 15 versus 10-year mortgages. And you can see here that the 30-year mortgage has the greatest interest. The 10-year mortgage has the least amount of interest, but the 10-year mortgage also has the largest payment. You can also factor in making additional principal payments each month. So let's say that on this 30-year mortgage, I made an extra principal payment of $2,000. And you can see in the charts, by making that extra principal payment each month, the interest rate was reduced considerably on that 30-year mortgage. So saving interest this way is another option instead of taking the 10-year mortgage, because this particular way gives you the flexibility of making those extra payments or not making those extra payments, depending on your situation at the time. So let's take a look at this next worksheet here. So here's where you enter your loan information. So let's say that I want to change that to a $1 million loan. The information automatically updates, including the amortization table. And this one also allows you to see the impact of making extra principal payments. So let's say that we added $1,000 each month. And by doing that, if you look at the chart up here, instead of paying this off in 30 years, you can pay it off in 20 years, 7 months. And you can save around $505,000 of interest. So this particular worksheet is an example of making the same extra principal payment every month. Let's go over to this next worksheet here. And in this particular worksheet, what's cool about it is you can make customized extra principal payments. So let's say that we have a $2 million loan. And if you had a 7% loan for 30 years, look at the amount of interest that you would pay over that 30-year period. So let's see the impact of extra principal payments. Let's say the first month we made $10,000, and you can see the chart update there. So let's now make one large lump sum extra principal payment. I'm going to skip a couple months there, and I'm going to make an extra principal payment of $200,000. And by looking at the chart up here, by making those 2 extra principal payments, we can pay off this mortgage in 22 years, 3 months instead of 30 years. And we can save over $1 million in interest. And there's one last worksheet we can take a look at here. So I already have the mortgage information filled in here. So let's take a look at this chart up here in the top right. The orange is your total payment. And you can see here that the purple represents interest. So at the beginning of the mortgage, interest takes up most of your payment. Only a small amount of your payment goes towards principal, which is represented by this green line. So let's change this from a 30-year mortgage to a 10-year mortgage. And now take a look at that chart. At the beginning of the mortgage, now it's split. About half your payment goes towards principal and half goes towards interest. So that's one of the benefits of a shorter term loan. So that's an overview of the mortgage calculator spreadsheet. Check out the link below in the description area to go directly to the product page. And please like and share the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great spreadsheet videos.